Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Tam, and today we're going to talk about the super cold, icy narcissist. Does that make you want a cold glass of something, right? I know it doesn't. Is it possible for a person to be charismatic and captivating while displaying a cold and narcissistic demeanor? It seems contradictory. All I hear is, oh, I got sucked in by a narcissist because they were so charming. But have you ever met one that's cold and icy and there was something attractive and appealing about someone who looked at you like, I don't give a about you? So the mysterious charm of a cold-hearted narcissist. Imagine someone with a heart as cold as ice, their ego towering like a mountain. Their gaze could freeze a sunny day into a popsicle, and their charm is like a black hole, drawing you in only to leave you feeling empty. There's something alluring about their disdainful eye rolls and haughty smirks that scream, sexy. Let's raise a chilled glass to these captivating individuals. They may lack warmth, but their charisma is as captivating as absolute zero. Are you constantly running into people who seem warm and friendly at first, but eventually reveal their cold, calculating side? People who start out charming, but then turn cruel and cutting? If you've ever dealt with someone who leaves you feeling confused, used, and unsure of how to respond to their icy detachment, then this video is for you. As a counselor who studies personality disorders, I'm going to unlock the secret behaviors of icy narcissists and help you recognize the red flags earlier. More importantly, I'll teach you how to protect yourself from their mind games and come out feeling confident rather than getting sucked into their emotional vortex. If you want to learn how to stay clear-headed when interacting with icy narcissists and avoid getting burnt, then you don't want to miss this. Stick around to gain insight into their chilly tactics and strategies for maintaining your power and peace of mind. The truth about icy narcissists is coming up. Here's a juicy example of an icy narcissist. Sarah seemed cool and poised on the outside, but those close to her soon learned there was much more below the surface. As the new manager at the office, she waltzed in with her confidence and style. Everyone was charmed by her articulate conversations and sharp wit. But it didn't take long for cracks to emerge in her icy veneer. Sarah played favorites ruthlessly, lavishing praise and attention on those who fed her ego while freezing out anyone she perceived as a threat. One minute, she was charming you with stimulating debates. The next, giving you the cold shoulder for a minor mistake. Her moods were unpredictable. Colleagues walked on eggshells, hoping not to trigger her wrath, as they had witnessed her eviscerate others with biting comments delivered in a calm, detached manner. Sarah seemed to revel in the fear and unease she created with her icy silences and piercing stares. Beneath her poised exterior lay a swirling mess of insecurities, envy, and rage. Sarah derived a twisted sense of control from keeping people off balance with her hot and cold routine. Few dared challenging her for long, as she had an uncanny ability to exploit weaknesses with a few precisely aimed frozen words. In Sarah's world, you were either an admirer or a target. Keep out of her line of fire if you wanted to. Spare yourself the withering blast of her icy narcissism. Here's an analysis of Sarah's behavior based on the details provided. She plays favorites, lavishing attention only on those who boost her ego and sense of superiority. This shows she is narcissistic, deriving self-worth from how others see her. She abruptly gives people the cold shoulder for minor mistakes, displaying vindictiveness and a fragile ego that cannot handle any perceived threats or blows to her image. Her unpredictable moods and tendency to suddenly withdraw or lash out keep people constantly off balance and walking on eggshells around her. This maintains an environment of fear and control. She delivers biting criticism in a calm, detached manner. This shows emotional dysregulation. She cannot express anger appropriately and instead internalizes it, lashing out in icy, calculated ways to avoid appearing outwardly emotional. Beneath her poised exterior lies insecurity, envy, and rage. Her narcissism is a defense mechanism to cover deep vulnerabilities and regulate unstable self esteem. She can ruthlessly exploit people's weaknesses with a few frozen, precisely aimed words. This shows cunning interpersonal skills that are used to hurt others and reinforce her superiority. So, in summary, Sarah's inconsistent, icy behavior patterns are defense tactics stemming from low self esteem and an inability to process emotions appropriately. Her narcissism serves to regulate fragile internal experience by controlling how others see and react to her. So, there are a few terms that we commonly use to describe the type of narcissist who is emotionally cold and detached, because that might not be your typical grandiose narcissist that people automatically think of when they think of narcissism. Icy cold narcissist. As described previously, emotionally unavailable and detached individuals who are calculating, controlled, and strategic in their interactions rather than warm or spontaneous as a way to maintain the upper hand and control over people. So, terms like covert, vulnerable, inverted, and icy cold narcissists are commonly applied to describe those narcissists who come across as emotionally reserved, detached, or aloof, as opposed to exhibiting overtly grandiose behavior. I hope that provides some clarity to you, but I think these icy cold narcissists, you have to be very, very careful with them because they can suck you in, because there's also this layer of rejection. And sometimes us humans we're drawn to opposites. Somebody pushes you away, you try to come closer. I say that you got to pay attention, or if somebody's making you feel some kind of way, instead of trying to quote unquote break the ice or come closer to them, that might be a big clue that you need to stay away from them. Like, don't push, use that as a clue and keep your distance. And we're not talking about introversion, people who are just genuinely good-hearted people, but they're quieter, they get energy from having some alone time, or when they're in small groups, they may seem extroverted, but they're not bad people. We're talking about these people who are just blatantly rude, like you're trying to talk to somebody, and whenever they walk by you or you ask them something, they're like, yes, no, I don't know. Or they act like they don't see you, or you're with other people and they're showing off and they're doing all these things in front of you, but they will never acknowledge you. They're going to walk by you 20 times and not say anything. And so then when you do finally break through and start to, they smile at you for the first time, you're like, like there's something so appealing and attractive about this person. Like, they're actually speaking to me. You got to be careful of those kind of people because they're icy, cold narcissists. And if you look closely, sometimes these people will start dressing a certain way to get attention. And it's just all a lot of shallow stuff. Or there could be people that some people think are so warm and sweet, but then you get to know them and you see a different side. You see somebody who's shallow. You see somebody who gets really angry really quickly because you're not being their arms and their legs and you're not helping them. And yeah, so ice cold, that to me isn't, like I said, it's not about introversion, because please don't mistreat people who are introverted. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert. I'm talking about these icy cold, biting, vicious, undercover people that we somehow give a pass to because they're not acting like peacocks, but they are just as difficult to deal with. So if you've ever dealt with anybody who's icy cold and narcissistic, let us know in the comments. Definitely check out my book, The Workplace NaRCISSiST, which is about some of these people can be very icy and they build empires. And you could be dating one of these people and you need to stay away from them. So check out that book. If you're romantically involved with somebody and you just need help in that area, then check out my book, Flip the Script on Love. And if you know Myers-Briggs personality types and you want to study all 16 personalities, check out my book, From ENFJ with Love. Be sure to subscribe because subscribing is like planting a tree of good vibes. Let's grow this forest together. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging with me, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.